Hi guys, this is my final assignment 5, the reflection and revisions I would add to my teaching unit. So how the tasks that I chose yield appropriate evidence of the student's understanding. So my unit ended in kind of 3 assessments. They had to create a poster board, they had to create a 3D project, and then we hosted a recruitment fair where students gave speeches. So the poster board, they determined the information about their region. This one was very basic. It was recalling information, collecting information, and being able to portray it in a way to other people. The 3D project, they had to have an understanding of the clothes and the homes that were used during that time, how they were made, especially with limited materials and natural resources in that area. And then the recruitment fair, this is when they were actually able to apply their deep understanding of the region and then kind of take it a step further and talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the region compared to others. So how these tasks involve real-world application. So the recruitment fair in general had to do with a lot of speaking and listening skills. They had to be able to become experts on their topic to be able to answer and respond to any questions or criticism throughout the recruitment fair from other people. They had to hone in on their persuasion skills. Their goal was to persuade someone to choose their region over another one. And so they really had to use those strengths and weaknesses and so speaking and listening skills to be able to convince someone that their region was the best and why. We created an authentic audience, which I think was really important. We didn't just have them stand up and present in front of their class. We had multiple age groups, multiple teachers, so they had students and adults alike. Some parents came, so this gave them a reason when they were creating and practicing for this recruitment fair. They knew that it was for an authentic audience and not just for their own classmates. And then in terms of the 3D project, they had to actually physically create something that was necessary for survival, whether it was clothing or homes, and they had to do that with limited materials also. So they also kind of had a little brief introduction into what it would have been like to create something that was necessary for you to survive when not having much to do it with. So the variety of assessments. So I assessed information that they gave from research, I assessed from the poster board, and then I assessed when they presented during the recruitment fair. So it was kind of, I didn't really realize this at the time when I was doing it, but it was nice because I was able to see the increase in their understanding during each step. So during the research, I just saw that they were able to collect and draw information from online, and then during their poster board, how they were able to apply it. And then when they presented it, how they were really able to understand and be able to reiterate into their own words what they had learned and make those sort of connections. Thinking back, I definitely should have used more formative assessments during their research portion, especially. I think that would have saved them a lot of time and me a lot of time. And then also another thing I would change is at the very end of the unit, instead of just having the recruitment fair be the last assessment, I would ask the very open-ended essential question from the very beginning again, because I would like to see the responses that they come up with. Because I think that would give me a better understanding of the unit in general rather than just what I got from the recruitment fair. And finally, how they were able to self-assess and reflect. I did not create a direct opportunity for self-reflection, but I noticed they did reflect a lot when practicing and presenting their speeches. So they kind of self-assessed before they presented, and then I could see throughout the recruitment fair when different people in different groups would come up, whether they would change what they were talking about slightly, or they would decide what worked and what didn't, or how much they were going to talk about a strength versus a weakness. So it kind of happened throughout, but I did not create a very formal opportunity for it. So overall, I think this unit went well, but there are many things I would like to change, especially in the assessment portion. But overall, it was a great unit.